We can do that now.
Amen.
So 11:50.
Good morning, everybody. Yes. My staff is questioning if I'm live. Um, Good morning. How you doing? How are you doing? Um, Waiting on you. It's Jesus. Um, I may be early. Hi, Trisha. How you doing? Please share. We're just giving persons a little time to start, and I really cannot stay long today, guys. So please jump online quickly, so that I can just jump into this topic that I have to share with you today on Love and Line. Hi, Cecilia. How you doing? Hi, Tunnel Visionary. Yes, thank you all for joining. Yes, waiting on you to get in here so that we can, yeah, jump on this thing, right? Yes. Yes, please share, please share, please share. Please share with somebody and let them know that we are on today. Yes. And what we're going to be looking at. So let me see how much time I'm going to be giving you. It's 2 minutes past 12. So 5 minutes past 12, I'm going to jump into the topic. Hi, Trevine. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. No, it's afternoon, right? Long afternoon. Yes, sir. Yes, so today we're going to be talking about uh, personal space in a relationship. Yes, I think that's what we'll talk about today. Personal space in a relationship, if it is essential for a good relationship. So we're going to talk about that just a little bit because it can be important, especially when some of us are so clingy. Yeah, no, I'm not clingy. Right? So we're going to talk about that, how you balance togetherness in a relationship. Yes? And all of that. Yeah. How do you maintain? I wouldn't want to say that sense of independence because independence and relationship not really mix. But yeah, we get into it, right? So share now, share, Treven, share with one 5-person 10 in your WhatsApp group and tell them Dr. Dunbar is on. Yes, Jessan, good morning. Share. We are starting in 2 minutes in terms of me going into the topic. I cannot stay long today, right? I have to jump out quick. So let us jump into it very quick too, right? And talk about the topic because it's always important to jump into a topic here on Love Online. Yes, share with a few persons and tell them Rev is on. You're single and still need space. Woo! Hi, Kisha. Share with a few persons. Look here, I'm not going there with you in a tunnel visionary. I'm not going there with you. You're single and still need space. Embrace your singleness. That's what I need to talk about. That That's you need to take the MRI in a tunnel visionary. I hope you're already registered for the MRI, right? Shemi Q, how you doing? Yes. Big life, what's going on? Instagram is buzzing. Trevin and Trisha, you don't share with a few people over here. YouTube and Facebook, share with a few people on Facebook and YouTube and let them know. Hi Chantal, how you doing? Jackie Bar, what's going on? Up, right? Yeah. So we're gonna jump into it. Cookie, how you doing? Because I can't go beyond a certain point today. I have about 20 minutes to give you, and I want to capitalize on it and maximize the 20 minutes. Yes? Chella Tracy, you all right? Yes. Share with a few people and let them know we're on so that we can jump into this and move into it. So we're talking about personal space in a relationship. While I'm talking about personal space in relationship, Deborah, what you're doing? Remember that this Sunday coming here is the gym, the Grow Your Marriage Ministry. So you're either going to join us online at Carla Dunbar Ministries, or you're going to come up here on the lawns because it's nice to be here on the lawn, right? It's nice to be here on the lawn where you get to view the comedy feature, Something Marriage, which is a nice little. Remember that Sunday is a date evening. So Kisha, you're coming Sunday, right? I know you and Stefan coming Sunday, right? Because it's a date evening, and even if you're single, you date yourself. You must not just sit down and wait on somebody to date you. You can take yourself out. Oh, Miss Black, so you're doing accessories were gone, right? So Sunday is the gym. It's a date evening. So if you're at home, join us at 4 o'clock local time. If you are in some parts of America and you're ahead of us by an hour, it's going to be, I think, 3 o'clock your time. Right. So join us for the gym. Important on Sunday. Remember, Sunday coming, we don't have morning fellowship. Here at CDMI Families, we have a date evening for couples where you put the children to bed, give them look at DPH. Trevin, me not talking to you because Jillo will wring your neck, right? Yeah, put them to bed so that they can have like a popcorn moment and drink a glass of red wine, right? Because it's a date evening, right? I don't know what's the topic for this evening, for Sunday evening, for the hot seat or for the M&M, which is, the marriage maintenance tip. But whatever it is, it's going to be nice this Sunday in the gym, right? I get in a glare, and I'm not sure where it's coming from here. I'm trying to get rid of it. But anyway, right. So that Sunday evening in the gym, I will be speaking Sunday morning somewhere, Mineral Heights in Clarendon. That's where I'll be going. May is still family month. So I'll be there on Monday, down in Mineral Heights, and then we come back home for the gym on Sunday evening. So remember that. Also want to remind you to register for the Grow Your Marriage Academy. There are some courses that are out there being advertised, being promoted. The MRI for single persons. Please take the MRI, so marriage readiness intelligence. Even if you're not planning to get married, you need information. Knowledge is power. God says, my people suffer because of lack of knowledge. So sign up for that 6-week marriage readiness intelligence course, which ought to be starting. The cohort is be starting in July, right? And then if you're married, you need to register for the M&M, marriage maintenance. Yes, because marriage has to be sustained, right? Not everybody know. I don't know everything either, right? But I know somebody who does. So register for the M&M. That's another 6-week course. That's for couples. And then wives, trust me, me need to teach you how to talk to your husband. That's why I don't have so much problem. So you need to take the 3-week course, how to speak so your husband will listen. Jillian, you need to sign up for that one. Trevin, tell Jillian to sign up. How to speak so your husband will listen. Jillian, you're watching? Yes, you need to sign up for that one. But I have one for Trevin too, And that one is called Loving Your Wife in a Christ-Centered Way. Just for 3 weeks. That's a good course that will help to to positively impact your marriage relationship, right? And we have other courses coming up, but those are the ones that are being promoted now. So please register for those courses so that you're in the next cohort, right, when it begins. So, like I said, today we're talking about space, personal space in relationship. You know, people believe that once you're married, you don't need any personal space. But one of the things you have to remember is that you are married. Yes, you are married to be one, but you are individuals. You are individuals with your different personality. You came into the marriage with your own worldview, right? You also came in with a past because you are not married as babies. So for instance, if you're 25-year-old and you married somebody who was 25 years old and you only knew each other for let's say 2 years, then that is 23 years of unknown history that is cohabiting in that space. There's 23 years about that person, things about that person that you don't know to a certain depth. You may know some things because during your courtship period, you shared some of the information, right? But you still don't know everything about the person. So the truth is that you are cohabiting with somebody that is more of a stranger to you than somebody that you do know. That is important for you to know, because if you don't have the correct understanding, yes, my deaconess designate say correct. If you do not have the correct understanding of who you are entering into a relationship, right, and how you are to be entering into the relationship, then the expectations may not be known, the boundaries may not be put in place, the deal breakers may not have been communicated. And if all those things are not communicated properly and correctly, then it is a cause for challenges going forward, notwithstanding that there will be challenges, because of your individual differences. And that is why it's important to have some space. Yeah, I raise in how you're doing. It's important to have a little space in relationship. Nothing is wrong with that, right? And when we talk about togetherness being important in a relationship, we're talking about feelings of affection and closeness, with each other in the relationship, right? But you need space. Now, understand that I'm talking about personal space. I'm not talking about secrets. I'm not talking about secrets, because secrets destroys a relationship. Privacy, however, is important. So my phone is my phone. It's not Mr. Dunbar's phone. Get what I mean? Yes. Now, whilst we don't have any secrets, in the sense that he can always take up my phone and he can answer my phone if he wants to. And yes, there's a password on my phone. There's a password on my phone for a reason, because I'm often out in the public. I don't want anybody to just be able to access my phone. But it's not a password to hide my phone and its contents from Mr. Dunbar. However, Mr. Dunbar must respect my privacy, because this is my phone. You get what I'm saying? So that's privacy, is not secret. It's not that if him asks if to use my phone, I can't give him every time me and him sit down somewhere, my phone face turned down. Why your phone face have to turn down? Talk truth. Hi, Sir Tez. How you doing? It's good to see you. Yes. Right? Why the phone face have to turn down? Why your phone can't turn up? Why your spouse can't see who is calling you? Who is calling? That is a secret. So it's not secret we're talking about. We're talking privacy in relationship. We're talking personal space. Like, I want to be able to go somewhere, sometimes with my friend or by myself. I'm not really a friend, right? But to go somewhere by myself, I can. I am an adult. I'm not a child. You understand what I mean? I might want to watch a movie by myself. Nothing is wrong with that. I'm an adult. I'm not a child. You didn't marry a child can't marry. You understand? So personal space is important in the relationship. It's important because it helps you to maintain a balance between your individuality and your togetherness. And you must have certain expectation for yourselves going into the relationship, because when you respect each other's differences, because that is the challenge. We think that when we marry, we must be one, we must do everything the same way. That would make one of you unnecessary in the relationship, by the way. If you're both having to do things the same way, one of you unnecessary. Why would I want my spouse to do things exactly the same way that I do things? What happened to difference is God does not specialize in sameness. Everybody is made unique. Your personalities are unique. Wonderful. Hi, Suzanne. How you doing? You understand? So you are supposed to be different, and you must respect each other's differences so that you're able to communicate openly in the relationship while you're supporting your partner's goals, the individual goals, and making time for yourself in the same breath. I make time for myself all the time. I was just telling a client of mine, make time for yourself and take care of yourself. So while you're together as one, ensure that your spouse understands, yes, we are together and we are one, right? That's God's mathematics, and we can't do anything about God's mathematics. He says, two shall become one. You become one in the covenant that you entered into, but you are individuals. Carla is Carla, Nalo is Nalo. Two different people. He is the male, and it is quite clear that I am the female. I have expectations. He has expectations. I have goals and aspirations. He has goals and aspirations. Right? There are some things that I do not like, and there are some things that he does not like. Come on, we can't all be the same. I am not even a person that believes in full compatibility. We don't have to be compatible about everything, but we must be appreciative of the things that our spouse likes and expects and needs, even if we don't share the same likes and expectations and needs, right? So you want to have those space. You want to be making time for yourself. You want to be nurturing friendships if you have friendships that your spouse may not have been privy to, but your spouse can come into the loop on those persons. Not true? What part? Sir Tesaro? Good afternoon, Andrea. How you doing? Yes? So I'm saying, yeah, you need to be able to do that. You understand? You need to be able to establish healthy boundaries and prioritize quality time together and apart. Having the support when you need the support, whether it's moral support or more tangible support, you want to be able to have that. But you can create a strong and fulfilling relationship, which is built on mutual respect for each other whilst you're still in this oneness relationship. You have to learn how to balance independence and togetherness in the relationship. It is really so important. You understand? You are interdependent. You're independent, but you're also interdependent, right? And so that togetherness and all of that in the relationship, but everybody have a certain level of autonomy. So you have to just respect each other's individual differences, recognize it, and respect the fact that you and your partner are two separate individuals with your own identities. Ladies and gentlemen, stop being so clingy. Some of you almost want to put a tracker on your spouse. Why? I don't want a tracker on me, God is my tracker. He knows where I am. I respect my husband enough to tell my husband where I'm going when I'm going. And I expect him to do the same. I don't have to accompany him on every journey. I don't have to be there. I don't have to video call him to be able to identify where he is. I know that some things can happen that can erode the credibility or the integrity of your trust in your relationship. But trust is a choice. And if it is eroded, you're going to have to choose to rebuild it, even though the evidence might say different. You understand? So if you are to rebuild what you have. So I want you to understand that personal space can be good. Do you know that in COVID, during COVID, in the height of COVID, so many couples had challenges because they were not so accustomed to being together in the same space all the time. It created big challenges. And it was then that persons understood the importance of personal space, the importance of, even though we are together, I can do one or two things on my own because I am an individual. Even if you're a Siamese twin, God make you with different personalities. Yeah, he created you with your own individuality, even if you're joined at the head as twins. So respect each other's individual differences. Yes, and your individual likes and everything. Embrace the differences that makes you unique and celebrate each other's individuality and each other's preference for a little time, by ourselves. Avoid trying to change or to control everything about your partner. Last week we dealt with power struggle that is existent in too many relationships. Everybody vying to be the head. There can only be one head. Ladies, you know who we are? Anybody can tell me from our past love and line what part of the body we are in the relationship? I would like somebody to tell me. Type it in the chat. What part are we and what part is the men in the relationship? Yes, so that we have that healthy balance because there's a clear understanding. Hey, Jason, I could have shake your hand. You are the neck, not just any neck, you're not chicken neck. Yeah, yes, T-man, you get it too. You're not just chicken neck, you're a graceful neck. You see how my neck is gracefully adorned? Yes, and look nice and sexy. Yeah, Billy Tucker, how you do? Right? So, yes, Sir Tezara, I see it. Yeah, you came in after the fact though, Sir Tez. Yes, somebody over on IG got it before you. But it's true, we are the neck. So you don't have to have no power struggle. So allow your partner them little alone time. You don't have to be breathing down your neck all the time. It's healthy to have some space in relationship. Yeah, it makes for a better relationship, right? As long as you're listen, and in order to have that space and it not create a problem, one, I said you have to respect the individual differences, but secondly, you must communicate openly. There must be transparency. Honesty and openness is so important. If you are to look at it, look here now, you say next month, June, you do not want to miss any of our morning fellowship or any of our word power Wednesday night coming June, because we're going to be looking at building blocks for healthy families next month. And so all of the messages are going to be propagated by couples. You don't want to miss it. And Elder and myself and another couple will be kicking the ball off, talking about love and commitment. So you don't want to miss any Sunday morning. Join us at Carla Dunbar Ministries, right? For the services at 9 a.m. and Wednesday night, if you want the Zoom link, because the hot couple them have to stay till night, because two winners are at with their morning. Right, but the hot couples are going to be in the night on Wednesday night, so you don't want to miss it, right? So I go back to what I was saying earlier, right? Open communication. You have to be able to openly communicate. So Elder and I don't have no secrets. We talk about everything. We openly communicate. That's effective communication. It is essential for maintaining a healthy balance between independence and togetherness in the relationship. Right? And remember that I said earlier, you cannot have complete independence in a marriage, because independence and marriage don't work very well. You understand? There has to be a balance of independence and interdependence. You understand? A healthy balance. Because you must need your spouse must need you. Otherwise, it makes no sense to get married. Get what I'm saying, Sir Tez? You're coming into this thing shortly, and you're coming in good this time. You understand? Yes. Right? And so, it's important. That's what you said. Trust is crucial. That's why it's hard to get it back once it's broken. It's like climbing a coconut tree. Tell me, I think you remember what coconut tree look like. I bet I say palm tree to you over there, right? So effective communication, open communication, no ear. What is that? Tag and trackers. Yes. Yeah. So you have to be open and honest with each other about your needs, your desires, your boundaries, and discuss your expectation for autonomy and togetherness in the relationship. And then you work together now to find a mutually satisfying balance in the relationship. I can go off and leave Mr. Dunbar for 2 weeks. He knows that he can trust me. He knows I need time alone. I serve a whole heap of people the whole hour done. So he knows I need to go and fix my head and fix my crown. He knows I need to go and fill myself after I have emptied out for a while. So he has no problem. I'm not going to get jealous and all up into it feeling because I am taking some space time because we have discussed it. You see what I'm saying? So communicate openly, right? So that it can be understood the importance and the essentialness of space in the relationship, right? And then encourage each other too. Encourage the pursuit of individual goals. Why is it that you think if I attain a PhD or I get a degree or I'm going after a master, that is supposed to be a problem? I never came to you as a dunce. You all came into the relationship, like I said, with goals and aspirations. You had goals before you joined. You see, that is why premarital counseling is so important, guys. Please do not enter into a committed long-term relationship heading into marriage without proper premarital counseling. It is important. I am rooting for Jamaica to become an island nation, that when people are presenting themselves, whether out of RGD or to any pastor to be married, that they have to provide an affidavit of support that says that you have been properly counseled. Officiating the marriage is not the important thing. I said it last week. It's important, but it's not the most important thing. Preparing people for the marriage is the most important thing. And then helping them to sustain it afterward. The marriage is simply one day. You understand? Or the wedding, rather. Whatever that is. The ceremony is one day. So important. Encourage individual pursuit of goals. Everybody is created with purpose by God. God placed a purpose in all of us. None of us are here to hold space. The truth is, nobody is here to hold space. We are here with a purpose. We are created for the pleasures of God. And so when you get married, when you're courting, you should communicate. I have a desire to do this. I have a desire to pursue a master. I have a great desire to go to Bible school. I have a desire to pursue a degree. I want to attain my PhD. And then you look at the rationality of it and the affordability of it, right? And then you encourage that. You support each other's aspiration and encourage the pursuit, man, of individual goals and interests, whether it is further in the education and watching the time because I'm about to wrap up, right? Or pursuing a hobby or something, whatever it is. Celebrate each other's achievement. Yeah, from as big the cheerleader, my husband is my biggest cheerleader. My biggest cheerleader. Cheer each other on. Yes, and this will make you not have no problem because the person decided they want to look a space. They want to go to a study group and you feel like you must go to the study group too. You studying too? Come on. Important. Yeah, important. And perhaps if you were taking time for yourself, and probably this is the third point, taking time for yourself, because if you were taking time for yourself, you wouldn't be so hell-bent on tracking your spouse and not giving your spouse some space. Make time for yourself. Carve out time for yourself to engage in activities that brings you joy and fulfillment. Make time for yourself, man, that you can do things independent of your partner. It's important for a healthy relationship, whatever it is that you love to do. My husband likes to watch play. I'm not a play person, but I go with him sometimes when he wants to watch play. Right? There's not much outdoor stuff that I enjoy these days. I'll go to stuff because I'm not a killjoy. But, once upon a time, it was gospel concerts for me. I wouldn't miss any of them. You understand that kind of a thing? So whatever it is, taking care of yourself allows you to show up as your best self in the relationship. By the way, we should have tweeted that. When you take care of yourself, it allows for you to show up as your best self in the relationship. You're not so needy and clingy and miserable about what your spouse is doing without you. I have called Mr. Dunbar my handbag, but he's not literally my handbag. I do things without him. Most times my handbag is with me. Yeah. So that's why Mr. Dunbar is my special handbag. You understand? Yeah. The special handbag, you know, it takes. Yeah, special places. Hey, you're learning this, Trisha. Yes, you want your wife to get her tier PhD. Go ahead, your certes. Yes, you understand? Balance man. So yes, your spouse not have to go everywhere with you. You don't have to go everywhere with your spouse. Right? So remember what I said at the beginning. What did I say at the beginning? Can't even remember because you know me I talk out of my head and go. Respect individual differences. That's the first thing. And then communicate openly because I'm wrapping up. And then encourage the pursuit of individual goals and interests. And fourthly, I say make time for yourself. Because when you make time for yourself, you won't be so focused on what your spouse is doing that it interferes and disrupts the equilibrium of the relationship. Yes? So you need to do that. And if I might just throw in this one, I talk about healthy boundaries while I was talking about something else earlier. I think it was respecting each other. I talk about that because when we have clear boundaries, then we can understand. I can't overemphasize the clear boundaries. And you must set them at the beginning. You can't want to start out giving this person, allowing all of this, and then you want to just cut it off abrupts. It can't work like that. You understand? So you set it from the beginning. That's why premarital guidance is so critically important, right? If you have friendships, you must be allowed to nurture them. Nothing is wrong with that. I'm not for a whole heap of friends. I just believe that you need to have a few. Save this life, yes, man, it will be saved, right? So we put the boundaries in place, and if you have friendships, nurture the friendships that you have. Don't mean that you're gonna gossip and tell your friend everything that is happening in a relationship. Especially men. Men love to believe that their information for their relationship is held, you know, and not gossiped. You know, you want to share it with your mother and your sister and your friend. And no, men are not like that, ladies. So please, right? Don't share everything, right? They are very private, and so they like to keep things private. But nurture your friendships outside of that, right? So that you can maintain that. And while you are doing everything else, this is my final thing. Make or prioritize quality time together. If you give your spouse enough quality time, then your spouse should not be upset if you take a little bit of time, because it's not the majority of the time you're going to take for yourself, you know. It's a little bit of time. So prioritize quality time together. And if you prioritize quality time together as a couple, then when your spouse needs a little space, you won't have such a problem. One gentleman did said to me the other day inside here, him say if your belly full, you can't eat no more, you know. Wise gentleman. If your spouse gets enough quality time, you hear that, Certes? If your belly full, no matter how much food is in front of you, you can't eat any more food. So if you give your spouse enough quality time, then when you're taking a little space, whether it is in the home and you're just taking a little time for yourself, or you want to take a nap, you want to watch a little movie, curl up and watch a movie by yourself and binge eat or whatever, then your spouse won't have a problem. You want to go out with a girlfriend or you want to go hang with the boys, just a little bit, your spouse won't have a problem if you prioritize their quality time. You understand? So, personal space is truly essential for a good relationship. You must just have a balanced approach to taking the personal space. You can't want space when you're not giving your spouse no time. You can't want space when you're not communicating openly. You can't want to take space when boundaries have not been set, when you're not supporting the goals of your partner, when you're not looking at the fact that the person has individual difference and you're respecting the difference in your partner that God made them with. We have to do all of that if your relationship is to remain harmonious, healthy, and happy, right? So, yeah, personal space is essential. What do you think? It is essential. Don't be so clingy, yes, and don't want to be tracking your spouse like you're a king alarm, right? All the time. If it is that you have eroded trust, however, you have to understand that there may be the issue of insecurity, and that you'll have to attend to that insecurity, because if you have eroded the credibility of the trust in the relationship, then you probably need a tracker for a little while. Understand? Until you can rebuild. the trust, right? All right, I'm going to run and leave you now. Take care of your beautiful selves. Tomorrow is Labor Day. Labor on yourself if you have not chosen something community wise to labor on, right? Labor on yourself. Get some sleep, some well needed rest. I'm about to go and get a tub of ice cream now that I can labor on myself with some ice cream tomorrow. All right? Take care of yourself. Remember, Malakia, how you doing? Yes. Remember to join us again next week, Wednesday, same time, 12 noon, for Love Online. Remember to join us on Sunday for the gym, the Grow Your Marriage Ministry. And that's at 4 p.m. on Sunday, right? Join us live or just drive. Come up here. So if you're in Kingston or wherever you are, because people travel far for come because it's a free date evening. You know, where else you can go. We'll get food and everything on a nice date, comedy and the works. And it's free only at Carla Dunbar Ministries. And register for one of the courses in the gym, the short courses in the gym, and tell somebody about it. God bless you. Have a great rest of the week. Yes, have a good Labor Day. Join the free government concert after you're done labor for tomorrow. And if nothing else, take very good care of yourself. This is Bishop Dr. Carla Dunbar saying, bye.